Hello? So, hello there, and welcome to my first live stream of 2025 on this channel, Shari's Digital Journey. On this channel, I am talking to you all about how to get started earning income online through passive income with digital affiliate marketing. And I'm really excited to share this with you. I have been in digital product sales, digital affiliate marketing since March of this year. And honestly, I didn't realize that there was a whole world out there that existed in the online space, and that there was just regular people like you and me, stay-at-home moms, nurses, elementary teachers, school teachers, like regular people who get started in the online space that have no background in it at all, and they get started with making digital product sales, using done-for-you digital products, and learning from online courses and creating their own digital products. And I'm here to talk all about it and talk about my experience and dispel like some of the myths that might be out there around digital affiliate marketing and digital product sales. As somebody, I'll just share a little bit about my journey, and be patient with me because this is my first of many live streams. That I intend to share. And I'm going to go ahead and jump on TikTok too, and see if I can just do like a multi stream on TikTok. So I'm gonna go live on this channel right now. I probably should have set this up before I got started. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. All right, and I will cut this out of the. We'll see. I'll try to cut it out of the live replay. So yeah, let's look at my journey. Where is my journey at? I think I have it over here. Yes. So this is my journey. I signed up for an online course that teaches all about selling digital products and digital marketing. I signed up on March the 9th, and in my first 69 days of posting, I made over 5K selling digital products that I didn't even have to create. And we're going to talk about digital marketing and digital products because you might be watching this and you might just be like, what even are digital products and what is digital marketing anyway? So I'm going to be talking to you all about that. If you're like, I have no idea even what this is. All right. So since getting started with digital marketing and digital products, I've been able to get notifications like the ones that you see on the screen of people who have purchased digital products from me that I did not have to create. And so I've been able to earn over $10,000 since getting started with this. And just the best part about it is that I didn't have to create the product. And I have created digital products in the past. And I can tell you that, being able to jump into this space and not have to create the product and get up and running, like that is what makes this so accessible for people, is the fact that you can literally get started selling products that you don't have to create. They're proven products, okay? So they're proven in that there's a lot of social proof out there that they are effective and helpful, and the product that I happen to sell is in a really profitable niche, and we'll talk about like what the most profitable niches are when it comes to selling digital products and things like that. So but yeah, if you want to learn more information, then just keep on watching. But these are some of the highlights, some of the things that have happened in my journey. These are real screenshots of cash outs that I've been able to get since getting started with digital products. So to give you an example, in my first 21 days after investing in an online course that taught me how to get started with this, I was able to earn $451. And then I had an almost $1,000 day, okay, in April. And I will tell you that, the disclaimer that these are my results and they're not guaranteed, right? It's all about what you put into it. It's about if you implement, because a lot of people get signed up for online courses and they don't even actually implement. Hello, TikTok. How are you doing? I'm over here on my YT channel if you want to be able to actually see the visuals. A lot of people get started and they do not even implement what it is that they learn. But I'll be looking over here if you have any questions. So I'll tell you that these are my results, and results are not guaranteed, but this is what is possible. Okay. And then I had a $2,000 week where I earned 2.4K over a 7-day period from April 23rd to April the 30th. That that turned into 4K in 30 days, and that turned into almost 7K in 60 days. And then I also have my own course, my own online course for singers, and that turned into that was a $497 sale that I would not have had if I had not have gone through this course. So I'm online talking about how to earn income online with digital products on my YT channel, guys. I have the graphics if you want to join me over here on my YT channel. And Tanya, thank you so much for the follow. So so those are some of my journey highlights, and this is just some of the things that I've gone through when it comes to my own digital products, my own course, right? So you can see on the top left here, I do have a digital course, and that's what it looked like before I went through this course. So the course that I went through, like, it teaches you about branding and how to show up online, and it looks totally different after going through the course. I completely rebranded it, and I made over 3K from my own digital product sales since getting started with this course. So, you know, sometimes people have the misconception or the misperception that these courses are just to sell a course, but no, like, this is not about just selling a course. It's also about taking these skills and using your own knowledge in your own training and putting that into your own digital product. Okay. So additionally, I do offer mentorship for people who purchase from me, and you can see here a couple of people in the group made their first sales. These are just some screenshots, and I've helped over 25 people so far get started on their digital marketing journey, which has been really, really exciting. Yeah, I also created a digital bundle for marketers. And if you're watching this, I do have a free masterclass where I dive even deeper than what I'm talking to you about right now, about how to get started with digital products. And I also give you a strategy, a content strategy, it's in the description of this video. And it should be in the description of this video. And then over here on my TikTok, it's on my profile. It's linked on my profile. It's the first one. So what is digital marketing anyway? So social media, Forbes lists social media marketing skills to be a $1.5 trillion industry by 2030. By 2030, it's going to be worth $1.5 trillion. And these skills that you learn through digital marketing, what is digital marketing? Digital marketing is just selling anything online. So that can be a digital product. It can be a physical product. It can be an online service. It's just selling anything online. And these skills that you learn, and I just realized, oh yeah, you can't see me. Okay. You should be able to see the screen, but these skills that you learn, you can literally apply to any business. So when you're doing digital marketing, you're using the internet, you're using social media, you're using email, things like that to sell any product or service online. And the best part about it is that your income, you know, the potential is endless because there's so many different ways to make money online. You can make money online through affiliate marketing. You can make money online through user-generated content where brands pay you to make videos for them. You can do Amazon reviews. There's so many different ways for you to earn income online, creating and selling your own digital products. Like, it's endless. There's so much opportunity for you to earn income online. And you don't even have to create your own digital product. Like, you can save time by selling digital products that you do not create. And there's so many people who get started with this, and they have no background, they have no tech background, no prior experience, and they get started with digital products that they did not create. All right, so let's dive even deeper into digital products and what they are. So the e-learning market is going to be growing. It's growing annually at a rate of 19%. So this is like people taking online courses and learning information online. And I mean, I've definitely, and you know what, I'm not even looking here on the YouTube. I'm looking over here in OBS. I'm looking in OBS and I can't actually see my YouTube broadcast. So I apologize, YouTube, if you have questions. If you have questions, I can't see them. I apologize. But I can see over here if you have questions, TikTok. So yes, the e-learning market where you learn things online. I've taken many online courses like how to sing, how to do lots of different things. And this industry is growing 19% every single year. So lots of people are realizing that, you know, instead of going to, I mean, I'm not knocking college because my son is going to college. Like, my son is going to college, but he's also going to know that he can learn anything on the internet too. So people are realizing that they can learn a lot online, and people are leveraging that. And digital products are things like an ebook, a guide, or a checklist. Thank you so much. Me. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So yeah, a guide, a checklist, things like that. an online course, like those are examples of digital products. And the online education industry is expected to reach $842 billion by 2030. So it's currently around 350 billion. And there's so much opportunity in the online education space. So it's like if you have knowledge on a particular topic and it solves a problem for people, you can package that into a digital product. Okay. Now you can create your own digital product, and that is that's a time investment, right? To create your own digital product. And there are certain things that you need to do in order to make sure that your digital product is going to be profitable. We'll talk about that. But you can also get started with a done for you digital product, and I'm going to give you examples of the done for you digital product. Thank you so much for liking the live. I appreciate that. I'll give you an example of a done for you digital product. So a done for you digital product is a PLR product. So a PLR product stands for private label rights, and these are products that you can customize and rebrand and edit as your own and resell them. And then there are MRR products. So these are products that have master resale rights attached to them, and what that means is that you can, thank you guys so much for liking the live. I appreciate it. What that means is that you have permission to resell these for 100% profit. And sometimes you can rebrand these, but not necessarily. All right. So examples of PLR or MRR products are going to be like a digital planner, Canva, a Notion template, different types of guides, an ebook, a digital journal, or even a workbook. Like those are examples of PLR or MRR products. And then there's digital affiliate marketing, which is what I do. And that is usually a product where you can earn up to 85% commission, and it's like an online course usually. So that's what I do, and we'll talk about that. So here are the steps that you're going to want to take when here are the steps that you're going to want to take when you are thinking about selling a digital product. Okay, so whether it's your own or if it's a done for you digital product, there are 6 steps that you want to take. So keep on listening, keep on watching, and I'm going to tell you what those steps are. The first thing that you want to do is to pick a niche, and your niche is basically the problem that you solve. So in the category that you're in. So for me, in this channel, I'm in the wealth niche, and there's 3 niches that are going to be more popular or more profitable than others. And so the niche that I'm in is like teaching people how to make money online. Like that's the problem that I solve for people, right? So, but there's 3 niches that are profitable, and they're going to be anything that falls in the health, wealth, or relationships niche. And if you've ever watched any of my videos on this channel, I've talked about how, I have an on again, off again relationship with the gym. Okay. So I have no business telling anybody how to get fit or anything like that. And additionally, I am single AF. Okay. So I don't have any business talking about relationships, but I really did want to be able to earn income online and teach people how to do it. So that's how I found myself in this niche, but I didn't feel comfortable about, the only way I felt comfortable about it is because I'm starting with a done for you digital product. I started with a done for you digital product, and that gave me the confidence to get up here and talk to you because I learned these skills inside of this course. So the next thing you want to do is figure out, okay, who is it that you want to reach? Identify your target audience and figure out what exactly, if you're creating your own digital product, right? You want to figure out what exactly is it, what problem is it that you want to solve for those people. All right. So for me, I want to help moms. I want to help women. I'm a single mom. I want to help single moms out there, or anyone who might be wanting to learn how to create an additional stream of income. Maybe you might have a 9-to-5 job and you want to be able to supplement that income, or you want to completely replace it. I want to be able to help people who want to be able to create an additional stream of income. And with this, a lot of times people are able to eventually replace their traditional 9-to-5 income with this. So that's something that, I definitely aspire to be able to do. Like I aspire for digital marketing and digital products to be like a source of income, not the only one, right? But I think, the average millionaire has 7 streams of income. 7 streams of income is what the average millionaire has. And that's where I'm trying to get to. I'm trying to get 7, 7. And I have a couple of others. So the next thing that you want to do is create your product or purchase a product. And just when you are creating your product, you want to choose a product product that is packed with value, that's highly transformative, and that solves a problem, and that saves people time and money. And I do have a free masterclass where I dive even deeper into like things that you can do to identify your niche, to identify your target audience. And it also has ChatGPT prompts that you can use that are going to help you to do those things. So thank you for liking the live. So be sure to go to the link on my profile or in the description of this video, and you can access that free masterclass. Okay. And I'm going to pin it in the comment section on this live as well. So, and then you have to validate your idea with market research. So if you are creating your own product, you want to make sure that there's a market out there for it. You want to make sure that people actually want to be able to buy what it is that you have to offer. So you have to go out there and do research and see, you know, are there other people who are selling this type of thing? And if they are, check, you know, different videos and the comments of the different videos of people who are selling this product and see like what is it that people are asking about, and try to fill a gap where that particular product might be falling short. Like if you see in the comment sections that people are asking questions and you know those answers, you can fill that gap and solve that problem in your product. Okay. You can go on Amazon. You can look at like places like Etsy, Shopify. Like you can look online and do market research and see if there are other products out there that are what you want to offer, and just see what they look like. Check the comments, check the reviews. And if you see that they're there, then yes, there is a market. There's a market for it. All right. The next step that you want to do is build your own online store. And having your own online store is what makes digital marketing so amazing, because this store can be running anytime. So you're not limited to your 8 hours in a day or like physically being present with somebody. If you have your online store and you have your LINK in your bio, I have to say that because I'm on TikTok as well. But if you have your own online store and you have your LINK in your bio, then people can access that at any time. So I have found myself getting sales at like 4 o'clock in the morning or 5 o'clock in the morning when I'm asleep, okay? Waking up to sales because I have my digital store. So you can use a platform like Beacons, you can use a Stan store, you can use those two, and actually you can get started with either of those. I think they both have free options to get started. So that's where you can host your digital product, all right? And then you can choose your social media platform, because you're gonna need to drive traffic to your store in order to be able to get anybody to sell anything, right? Or I'm sorry, in order to get anybody to purchase anything, right? So you're gonna need to drive traffic through either IG, TikTok, YT here on YouTube, and drive traffic. And the misconception is, and this is what I thought too, I thought that you had to have a huge audience in order to be able to earn income online. But on this YouTube channel, I just made 250 subscribers, and I've made almost 3K from this YouTube channel alone. Okay. And in my TikTok channel, I have less than 2K followers on my TikTok channel. And from that one, I've made like 7K. So in all, I've made, over 10K, almost 11 at this point. And so you do not have to have a huge following at all in order to be able to sell online. You just have to have the right messaging, and you just have to show up the right way, right? And the right product that solves a problem, because the problem that I solve is people want to learn how to earn income online. People want to learn how to make money online, and that's the problem that I solve. All right. And then, like I said, get traffic, create content that speaks to. Now, when it comes to how to create the type of traffic that you need in order to sell anything online, people need to get to know you, like you, and trust you. And that is the way that they are going to want to, because they have to buy into you as a person first. Like they have to buy into you as an individual before they purchase anything from you, right? So you have to create strategic content in order for them to become attracted to you through your content. And there's something called attraction marketing. And I do dive even deeper into this in my free masterclass, guys. So if you want, thank you so much for the follow. Jesus loves us over here on my TT live. So yeah, if you want, I do dive even deeper into how to get that traffic to help you sell your digital product. It's in my masterclass, so be sure to grab that. All right. Okay, so imagine that you were to create your own digital product. Maybe you created a digital product that's $27 a month. Okay, I'm sorry, $27, a $27 digital product. All right, and you wanted to be able to earn $3,000 a month from your digital product. If you were to create a $27 digital product, you would have to sell 111 of those, or 3 per day, in order to reach $3,000 a month. All right. If you start with a proven high ticket done for you digital product and you earn 85% commission, or you earn $422 per sale, then you only have to make 7 sales per month. So in order to reach that $3,000 goal, right? Or if you want to earn 10K a month, let's dream big, because there's so many people out here who are earning this much. There's people who are earning 5 figures a month from digital product sales. Okay. So if you wanted to do that with a low ticket $27 digital product, you would have to sell 370 of those per month, or 12 per day. And if you start with a proven high ticket digital product where you earn $422 per sale, you only have to sell 23 of those per month. So that's just giving you an idea, and it is completely possible. There's so many people who get started in this space, get started with a done for you digital product like what I'm talking about, and are able to do that, right? But the most important thing is just really being able to learn from it. So let me go through, we've talked about done for you digital products, and we've talked about creating your own digital product. You can either go to YouTube University and Google, which we're right here on YouTube University, and, binge watch this channel and others, and learn how to set up and scale your own online business. And the thing about doing that is that when you do it that way, and I'm not knocking it, but just do it. Just do it though. Get in the online space, because there's so much opportunity out there to be able to earn income online. So just do it, right? The only drawback for that is there's a time investment when it comes to creating your own digital product, and also going the route of trying to figure out exactly what to do, and step by step. Everything is not necessarily always step by step when you're trying to go the free route, right? Or you can start with a done for you digital product and invest in a proven business model where you can get the support and the education to get started with creating income online. And that helps to save you the overwhelm and get support along the way. So I want to dive into the digital product that I use. Let me see, where is it? The digital product that I use right now, it's called Digital Wealth Academy. And this product, let me see, how do I get rid of all of that? Okay, cool. So it's called Digital Wealth Academy, or it's also known as DWA, and it is the fastest growing online course out there. There's over 127,000 people who are inside of the community, and this is the one that I use. This is the one, and it's the one that I've learned a lot from. So the cool thing about this particular digital product is that it is an online course that you can learn from too, right? So the things that it teaches you how to create multiple streams of income, over 10 streams of income, everything from affiliate marketing, which is when you get paid. I'm going to go to the full cam for a second. When you get paid to promote other people's products. And the thing of it is I forgot to mention this, but when you're creating that traffic and you're creating that relationship with people, then you can start to earn income in multiple different ways. You can earn income from the affiliate marketing, right? Which means that, you either you don't partner with a brand, but you can sign up for a brand's or company's affiliate program. So an example of that is I have this right here. This is called a singing straw, and I'm also a vocal coach. And so I'm an affiliate for this. And so in my messaging, in my vocal coaching business, I have links to the singing straw, right? So whenever anybody decides that they're going to go ahead and purchase that from me, then I get a commission, right? But the thing about it is the commission for that is pretty small. It's 10% or maybe $5 or something like that, right? So I would have to have a whole lot of volume, but for me, if I'm serving my audience and, I'm getting a random notification that I have earned income, more power to me, right? More power to me. But that's an example of affiliate marketing. And then there's other types of ways that you can earn online, like doing Amazon reviews, or even doing print on demand, or drop shipping, or UGC, where brands will pay you to create videos, and you can get paid to do that. And you don't necessarily have to go viral. And with this whole thing that I'm talking about, you don't have to go viral. You don't have to have a huge audience. You have to have the right messaging and solve a problem for people, right? But yeah, so those are all the different ways that you can earn income online. There's even more, right? You learn about digital products. I'm pretty sure you've heard about digital products and how people earn income from, posting on Pinterest and selling their digital products, getting traffic that way. That's another way that you can earn income online. There's so much opportunity, out there, and one of the ways that I earn income online is I'm also a vocal coach and online vocal coach, and I teach right here in the studio, and I offer it online. It's online services, so you can offer your own services online. But the cool thing about digital products is that, you don't have to necessarily trade time for money directly. Yes, there is a time investment because, like I said, you have to be able to create the content to drive traffic to your offer so that people get to know you and get to like you and trust you. But it's more passive. We can call it like semi-passive. That's what we can call it. Okay. But yeah, those are some of the different ways that you can earn income online in the online space. But it's like, okay, how do I do this? I'm a beginner. I don't have any background in this. I don't have a marketing degree. I didn't have a marketing degree myself. Okay. And that's why I decided to invest in an online course that teaches all of this stuff. It teaches you how to monetize online with the over 10 streams of income. It teaches you how to create and sell your own digital products. And then it also teaches you how to grow organically on social media. So we will dive into it. It's called Digital Wealth Academy. And I've already talked a lot about it here on this channel. But we just reached 250 subscribers. And when I only had 24 subscribers on this channel, I was able to earn over $1,000 from this channel. And I just want to show you some of the not tutorials, but testimonials that have come out of this course, right? So this person right here, they sold their own digital. It also teaches you how to launch your own digital product, right? So this is Priya. She sold her first digital product before it even launched, and she started 22 months ago. I pulled recent testimonials for you guys because I really wanted to show you some of the recent stuff. This person, I forgot to close this one out, but this person here, Donna, created her own digital product, so book or writer. So she created an ebook, which is really awesome. So this teaches you how to do that. Let's see what else. I'm gonna keep on looking. Oh, sorry. And yes, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me any questions. Unfortunately, I got to get my setup to where I can actually see on my YT channel. But yes, thank you for the follow, Vicky. Thank you so much for the follow. This person right here, Grace, earned 1,504 days from what she learned inside of this course. And a lot of people get started as an affiliate first and then go on to create their own digital products, So I will say, like I said, these are these people's results, right? And they're not guaranteed. And they're not necessarily typical because it's all based on what it is that you put into it. And they're, don't be one of the people who purchases something and doesn't do anything with the information, right? Because then you'll be guaranteed to not see results. But let's go back into the program and I'll show you. So this is the classroom of DWA, and there's over 127,000 people who are inside the community. And the first couple of modules are taught by this guy named Richard, who is an 8-figure earner who has made over $20 million in this space. And in this, he teaches you about the basics of digital marketing so that you really get a foundation of digital marketing and how to earn income online. There's a really great mindset module, and I can't go into the modules here. I can't go inside to show you because that would be against the policies of the program. But what I can tell you is that all of these modules are videos. There's tons and tons and tons of videos inside of here. I'm an audio visual learner, and so I really appreciated being able to go in here and be able to learn, from videos. All right. There's lots of videos, and just feel free to let me know if you have any questions over here on the TikTok. So you're also going to learn the foundation is where you're going to learn how to establish your niche, but you can also learn that if you grab my free masterclass. I teach you how to do that as well. You'll also learn how to scale your own online business with digital products. And this program, like I mentioned, it has an affiliate program. So whenever if you decide to be an affiliate, which you don't have to, plenty of people do not. If you decide to be an affiliate, then when you get started, then you're able to earn an 85% commission whenever anybody decides to invest in themselves to learn this information, and you earn $422 every single sale. It teaches you how to launch your own products. It teaches you how to set up your own digital store with beacons, with funnels, of course, and System.io. And then you also learn about email marketing. And that's one of the, other streams of income online. Email marketing is so prevalent. I don't know about you, but I personally have, I do have like probably 20, 30, 40,000 unopened emails, but I can tell you that all of the emails from people that I want to hear from, I open those emails, or unless they've gone to spam, honestly. But email marketing is so important. And that's another way to continue to build that relationship with your person. That's why, you've heard me mention my masterclass, because I want to get you on my email list so that we can continue the relationship. But that's another way that people are earning online. And that's where you can put your affiliate links and stuff like that. You'll also learn how to build trust with your audience. You'll learn how to brand your business. There is a content vault if you want to do this faceless. There is a content vault. And you'll also learn how to sell in your stories through IG or even on TikTok, how to sell in your DMs. When I got into this course and I learned, these strategies, I found myself feeling like, this is what like people are doing. Like it's like I've seen it in life, like just being somebody who is online and consuming content, or like, being on IG or something like that. But I didn't realize that it was like an actual strategy to do. But that's one of the most effective ways, is to sell online in your stories or in your DMs, and I didn't realize that until, being able to go through this course. Anyway, let's carry on. If you want to do this faceless, there's so many people who get started doing this faceless. So that is something that you can do. And then you learn how to navigate Instagram. It teaches you how to create and sell your own digital products. And these modules are taught by people who are excelling in what it is that they teach, right? You learn how to create viral reels, although you don't have to, but there is like a certain formula for going viral. This is a really great module, Everything Reels. And then you learn about content creation. If you're not familiar with editing in CapCut or shooting videos or photography, you're going to learn all of those things. And the cool thing about this is that it is a one-time investment and you get lifetime access. So these are some of the new modules from Face Forward. The creator of Face Forward AI actually put some of her modules inside of DWA. So you can actually learn how to create your own AI twin, which is really, really cool. And I didn't have to pay anything additional for that. I haven't jumped into that. There's so much to learn. You're also going to learn how to create your own digital products inside of Canva. You'll learn how to automate your business so that it can run for you 24/7. All right. You'll learn affiliate marketing, everything TikTok and TikTok shop, how to go live on TikTok, which I'm not doing the best job of that on TikTok at the present moment, because I'm not looking at you guys. I got to put you over here. But then you'll also learn how to earn income through UGC, how to create and sell your own online course, drop shipping. You'll learn how to use ChatGPT for business. There are other modules in here. I'm just highlighting the ones that I really like. The Pinterest module, how to build your own personal brand here on YouTube, how to monetize through Amazon, print on demand. And then if you're interested in things like network marketing or MLM, there's a whole module that's dedicated to that inside of the course. I'm not into that myself, but it is on there, okay? And then there's someone in here who on the Selling on Facebook module who talks about how she earned over $1 million from a $3 digital cookie recipe. Just, so it's like the opportunities when it comes to the online space are endless. And then you learn, if you want to, about being an influencer. And then it does have a vault of PLR or MRR products that we talked about, right? Where you have the rights to those products and you can edit them and rebrand them and sell them as your own for 100% profit. So you have that. And then it is in multiple languages beyond just English. It's, Spanish, Italian, German, French, and I believe Portuguese. And then there's a calendar, which I can't necessarily show it right now, but there is a calendar of coaching calls where you can jump on with Richard, who is the 8-figure earner. And then there is digital mastery if you have tech issues. And then whenever anybody signs up with me personally, I want to help guide you through through your going through the course and through your journey, right? So I have a private Telegram group where I offer mentorship through 2 coaching calls each month in a group setting. You can also schedule a one-on-one call with me. And what are the upsells? There's no upsells, Humphrey. Thank you for asking that, and sorry that I missed it. But yeah, there's no upsell. So when you, like I said, when you sign up, you get access. It's a one-time investment, and then you get lifetime access. Okay. And I feel like the best part about this is that for a lot of people, they get started with this because, maybe they're struggling financially, maybe they're living paycheck to paycheck, and the investment for the course, it is $497, right? But you don't have to pay a PAY upfront, I have to say, on TikTok. You can start on a plan and start with $0 down with Klarna, Affirm, or Afterpay, and then $40 to $45 a month. But there's no upsell. So once you sign up, you have access for life. And yeah, that's a good question. Excuse me, that's a good question. But yeah, that's the thing that I like about this, because you can constantly be learning. You can constantly be learning how to grow online. And I feel bad that I actually can't see. I can't see oh yeah, I'm on here, so maybe I can try to go see if there's anyone that's on my YouTube that has a question or anything like that. But yeah, so if you have any questions, please, feel free to ask me any questions. I'm happy to answer them right now. And I want to be an example to you of what's possible when getting started with this, as somebody who is like a newbie in the space, right? You don't have to go viral. You don't have to have a huge audience. You just have to have the willingness to learn, because the information is in there, but you just have to have the willingness to learn. And there's so much to learn. When you do get started with me, I do have an onboarding video where I guide you through the modules that you should go through, depending on which path that you want, right? Because in this course, there are multiple paths. And it's either, you want to create and sell your own digital product, or you want to try to go, one of the 10 streams of income, or you want to be an affiliate for the course, right? So I do have that when you sign up. And it's all about where you're at. Where are you at right now in your life? Are you in a position where you want to be able to learn how to earn income online? And the truth is that, like I said, there's so many people who get started with this who have no prior experience, and they're able to get started with earning online. Now on my TikTok, you can't see it here on my YT channel, but on TikTok it does say how I was able to earn over 10K with a $75 investment. And that's because even though the program is offered for $0 down, I was not able to qualify for $0 down. I had to put $75 down in order to get started. But most people can get started on a PAY plan with Klarna, Affirm, or Afterpay, and put $0 down and have the opportunity to earn before even making their first payment the next month, right? So there is that, if because most people who get started, they don't necessarily have $497 to just put down on a program, So yeah, let's see. So I want to go through like some of the testimonials. I picked some just to show you, and it's not even just all about sales. Like this person right here says, milestone unlocked, 6.8 million views and 10,000 followers in 30 days. I'm so excited to have reached 6.8 million views and 10,000 new followers in the last 30 days. If you're wondering if this is possible, the answer is yes. If I can do it, you can too. So DWA does have a module that talks about virality and growing online, and it sounds like Felicia implemented the things that she learned in that module. Let's see what else. Miriam made another sale. I just made another to close the month. Rachel Jova, so grateful to have this community. So Rachel is the person that created this community, and she started this just last year. And I think it was like 6 months or something like that. She earned 7 figures from this alone. She was somebody who was a CNA. I think she was a single mom at the time, but that could be false. But I believe she was a single mom at the time. And she started this course and community and the opportunity for people to be affiliates. And she was able to, it completely changed her life, Let's see what else. This person, oh yeah, we've talked about this one. What else? Now, this is a more extreme example, but let me see. Yeah, this person right here earned over 100K in 70 days. Now, is this going to, like, this is not everybody, you know what I mean? Like, everybody's not going, like, I've been doing this for more than 70 days and I have not earned 100K, but this is like just an example of what is possible if you go really hard in the paint. This person here, I knew from 50K in debt to a 6-figure 100K business. And I believe that she had been doing this for a year now at this point, and she was able to earn over 100K from the things that she learned inside of DWA. I believe that she even now offers her own like coaching and things like that. And that's the thing, is that a lot of people, they get started with this program, and first they start with as an affiliate and for this program to be their done for you digital product, because they don't have their own product. And then what you learn inside of the program, it helps you to show up in your own business in a number of different ways. And I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. There's like construction happening outside. If you can hear that, I'm really sorry. But yeah, so a lot of people that get started as an affiliate, and there's so many different ways, you know, there's lots of different courses that are out there. I talk about this one because this is the #1 course out there. This is the fastest growing online course out there. It has the most 6- and 7-figure earners, and a lot of people get started with this course first. And then they go on to create their own digital products with the skill and sell their own digital products with the skills that they learn inside of this course. So it's definitely created a lot of 6- and 7-figure earners, because these are high income skills and anybody can do this, you know, like it's all about your mindset and it's about application. I would say, like, in my journey, okay, just a second. I'm going to see if I can close the window. Just a second. Sorry about that. I hope that's better. Dang, I forgot what I was saying. I got distracted. But please feel free to ask me any questions if they come up. I'm gonna take some water, but we're talking about Digital Wealth Academy. That is the name of the program. How do I go back to it? Where did it go? It's right here. Yes, Digital Wealth Academy, right here. Okay. And let me make sure that it is okay. There we go. Yeah. Whoopsie. There we go. Boom. Yeah, and so there's lots of different courses. There's lots of different ways to get started. Jazz, thank you so much for liking the live. I appreciate it. There's lots of courses out there and a lot of ways to get started. And me personally, I just decided that I wanted to get started with this one because I wanted to be able to learn from, like, you know, the number one course. And there's over 127,000 people who are inside of the community. And if you're like, you know, this sounds good, but I need more information, I do have a free masterclass that's linked in my bio here on TikTok, as well as in the description of this video. It'll be in the pinned comment of this video. So feel free to check that out to get more of an idea of digital products and digital marketing and the things that are possible with digital products and digital marketing. I personally, I'm so glad that I took the chance. And I will say, you know, because you also might have these other questions and we didn't talk about them. So let's talk about them for a second. Let me turn this off and go over here. So you might say to yourself, okay, I'm really not tech savvy. And you do not necessarily have to be tech savvy. You don't have to have like prior experience. I can definitely help you when it comes to setting up your online store, and you'll have my access to me through the coaching calls, through the group coaching calls, as well as the opportunity to set up a one-on-one coaching call with me. Excuse me, but so many people get started and do not have this tech background, and you don't have to be, because this course was made with beginners in mind and it teaches you how to set things up, okay? And you might say to yourself, is the market saturated? And, you know, we talked about how this is a $1 trillion industry. It will be a $1.5 trillion industry in 2030. So right now it's actually a $500 billion industry, but there's so much upside and it's growing so much. Like, we're in a digital world right now. There's no reason not to know how to earn income online, right? If you're on your phone, okay, and you are consuming other people's content, then that means that you're contributing to somebody else's bag. That's what I like to say. And so it's like, you might as well take that time, those hours. The average person is on their phone 2.5 hours a day. And I know some people are probably on their phone even more. But there's so much opportunity out there, and we're in the digital world, right? And there's only one you. So when it comes to saturation, like, people purchase from people that they vibe with, people purchase because of your story of who you are. And so because of that, there's only one you. So I feel like there's not really a, like, saturation is not really a barrier or a factor. Okay, so if you say, like, I don't want to have to show my face, you do not necessarily have to show your face when it comes to this. There is a module dedicated to selling this as a faceless creator. And when you sign up with me, I do give you 3,600 faceless reels if that's what you want to do. If you say to yourself, I don't want to resell the course, you don't necessarily have to resell the course, right? There's so many different people who get started who do not resell the course. And I don't have Erilyn's. There's a teacher here who's inside of the community, and her name is Erilyn, and she got started in March of last year, and she was able to earn over $40K from creating a study guide for a type of certification for teachers because of the things that she learned inside of Digital Wealth Academy. So you honestly, like, if you don't want to be an affiliate, if you don't want to resell the course, you don't have to. You can focus on creating and selling your own digital product. Like, package the knowledge that you have, the skill set that you have, the things that package that into a product and sell that, and build an audience around that. Is this a pyramid scheme? Sometimes people ask that, and honestly, I was skeptical about that too. But so a pyramid scheme is basically also when there's not a product, right? When there's nothing. But this is an actual product, so you are going to be learning so many different skills that are going to help you to know how to show up online and how to earn income online. So no, it's not a pyramid scheme. And additionally, it's not an MLM, meaning that, when you sign up with me, and if you decide to resell the course, I don't get anything from that, any of the sales that you make. I just get to know that you are, you're killing it and earning income online. So it's not a pyramid scheme. And, sometimes people will ask questions like, how long is it going to take for me to make my first sale? And that really just all depends. There's so many different factors that go into it. And it all depends on if you actually implement it. And I was talking about this earlier about how mindset is so important in this and in anything in general, like anything in life, especially when you're going the entrepreneurial route and you're going a route that's not very traditional, or it's like kind of different from what people expect. You're going to experience people who are doubting and who are doubting you and who, may not necessarily believe in you, but you just have to stay the course and just focus on why it is that you got started. Why is it that you got started? Me personally, I got started because I am a single mom, okay, and I'm also 100% self-employed, and I was experiencing challenging times financially, and where I'm just relying on my own self, because I'm responsible for my income, right? It's my business, and I was seeing a decline, and I was like, okay, I've got to create a new stream of income, like something where I'm not just relying on one thing. And it's like, if you have a job, right? If you're employed, you could, and God forbid, right? But you could lose that job. It could be let go. But so just having something as a backup, or having something that's working for you even while you're at your job. A lot of people get started with this and they have a job, and they get started with this and they're able to either supplement their income. A lot of people get started and they're eventually able to completely replace their income, so there's so many different opportunities. There's so many ways that you can do it, so yeah. And me personally, I just started, I'm a contracted employee at a still self-employed, but I'm contracted, right? So I just started at a school, and I teach a couple of classes, and if one of the classes dropped, like one of the classes was dropped because it was disassembled, right? The class was disassembled. And so that means that I was earning less income than I initially thought. And it's funny because that same day that I was driving from the site. It was my first day, and I was driving from there. And while I was driving in my car, I got an email from somebody who purchased DWA through my YouTube channel. And, I earned more income from that sale than I did that day, teaching classes, right? And it's just a blessing to be able to have an additional stream of income, something that can be working around the clock, How does it work around the clock? You have to just set up your business. You have to automate things. You have to set up your systems so that your business can be running and people are able to purchase from you, at any time of the day. So yeah, let's see. I have been on for a little bit. Let's see what else. I just want to show you some of the testimonials. This is Jessica, just made two brand new sales. And she says, what excites me the most isn't just the sales, it's knowing they came from learning and actually implementing what is inside of the course. And that's awesome. And that's the thing, like there's going to be people who sign up who don't do anything with the knowledge, and that is an unfortunate truth about the online like digital products and e-learning industry anyway. A lot of people will sign up for things and not take action, but it's all about taking action. How do you automate? Thank you for answering that question or asking that question. So the way that you automate things is you can automate things through different types of platforms, right? So, for instance, StanStore, right? StanStore has it where when people sign up for something like maybe a freebie, right? You can create a freebie in exchange for their email address. And when they sign up for your email, then when they sign up for your freebie, then they automatically get an email. And so you can make it so that when somebody signs up, they're going to get a new email every single day for a certain period of time, or once a week for a certain period of time. And that is automated. You can also, I talk about this in my free masterclass too, but you can also set up things like mini chat on IG, right? So whenever somebody comments a keyword when you create your content, and let's say you created a video last week and it's starting to get some traction, and in your video you said comment start in order to learn the steps to get started. Mini chat is something that you can set up so that whenever anybody comments that keyword, then you will automatically send them a message. So whether you're there or not, they're going to get a message from you because they commented your keyword. And so when they comment your keyword, you're also going to be able to, it'll say something like, here are the steps that I took to get started. Do you want me to send you the link? And then they'll say, yes, send it to me. And then it's going to automatically send the link, and they're going to be able to go straight to purchase, right? Additionally, you can set up, you can optimize your profile, your social media profiles. Like there's a certain way that you can optimize your Instagram profile for people to be able to take action. Like the other day, I'm going to take some water really fast. Sorry, but the other day, that feels so much better. The other day, someone purchased from my Instagram, and I had never had a conversation with them. And I've had lots of people who have purchased who I've never had a conversation with them. But my content, my content answers questions and it speaks to the problem that I solve. My content is out there, and then I have my profile optimized. I have my link, on my profile in my bio. I have what I do and how I do it. And then I've also, strategically have my my highlights and things like that in a way where people, they can just learn what it is that they might need to learn about the program or anything like that. Or here on my YouTube channel, I've gotten a good amount of sales here on YouTube. And these videos, they're here for a long time. When it comes to, IG and TikTok, that's short form content, and it doesn't have as long of a shelf life, in my opinion, or just generally speaking, as YouTube does, right? So YouTube is a search engine, and people are actively searching and looking for answers to the questions that I'm answering in my content. And so in those videos, though, I do have links to, my products or links to my freebie, and that's how it's automated. It's like it's always living there. I have have these things set up so that if somebody comments a keyword over here on Instagram, or somebody clicks on something here on my YouTube video or anything like that, like it's gonna take them through a journey to where eventually they will be able to make a purchase. So that's how you automate things. Thank you for that question. I hope that answers the question, and please keep the questions coming if you have any. There is no gatekeeping. I despise gatekeepers, so there's no gatekeeping at all. So please feel free to ask me any questions that you guys might have as we're going through this. But yeah, that's how you automate things. And, being able to wake up to sales, I mean, it's the best feeling, and if you're an affiliate for something, like I said, I'm an affiliate for a couple of different products. And I remember the first time that I ever got an affiliate sale, I was walking my dog and I got an email that said, congratulations, you just made an affiliate sale for this songwriting program. And I'm just like, yes, let's go. Like, I made that video a long time ago, but it's still bringing, and now it's bringing me, and it still does, right? It still brings me, it's always like a nice surprise. But that's a lower ticket item, but it's another stream of income, like it's multiple streams of income. And if you're a beginner, you can do this. Like if you have no prior experience with this, you can learn how to do this. You can. If you want to learn how to earn income online, if you want to learn how to make money online, the tools are out there. You absolutely can do this. You don't have to have a fancy, like a particular background, but mindset is going to be really important. It's about figuring out, why do I want to do this? What do I want to do this for? And thinking about that every single day as you're going out there, because is another question that I get. Actually, somebody asked me this earlier last week, I think it was, and they asked, is it hard? And if you've never done something before, it is definitely going to be difficult, like I'm not going to say it's easy. I'm not going to say that this is definitely not a get rich quick type of situation. Okay. It definitely takes work. And if you've never done something before, you have to build the muscle memory and the repetition and creating the content. And I try to make the process of creating content as easy for you as possible, because I do have hooks and captions that I do give for my live bonuses. So if you happen to sign up while I'm on a live, then you can take advantage of that. But I do have like over 400 hooks and captions to help you with creating content. I have a 30-day pre-filled content calendar for when you first get started, so that you're not like, you don't run out of things to post, like you know exactly what to post. And I give you ChatGPT prompts to help you to come up with content that is unique to you and to your story, because telling your personal story and why you get started, those are reasons why people are going to want to go, to move forward with you, and my background is that I'm a vocal coach. Okay. Like, this is my microphone. I'm a singer and I'm a vocal coach. And so, how in the world do I have the audacity? Like, why do I feel comfortable coming on here and telling people how to do this? And it's because of the skills that I learned inside of this course. Right. And that I've implemented them, because I have proof to myself of, I can do this, I can earn income online. And so, yeah, I was talking about how I was skeptical, right? I was skeptical about this, and, I was skeptical about being able to do this. Like, I'd seen a lot of people who got started with this, and I was skeptical about whether or not it was true or if it was real. And just like how YouTube gives you a plaque when you have made 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, TikTok or the Stan Store gives you a plaque when you have earned, if you've made $100,000 online, right? So I started seeing people with these plaques, with these Stan plaques, and I'm like, well, this is a legit company. Like, this is a real company, and they're really giving these plaques out to people. This is a real thing. Like, people are actually earning income online. So, and I was definitely nervous and skeptical about getting started, and I was scared about my friends seeing, I was scared about my family seeing, I was scared about people seeing and like seeing me trying. And that's the thing, is about, the fear of being seen trying things. But I was more scared about not being able to provide for my son the way that I want to be able to provide for him. Like, I was more scared about that, so that's the reason why I was like, you know what, I'm going to create a new account. I'm going to make it so that people cannot I'm going to make it so that people cannot, like, that TikTok and Instagram, they do not suggest my content to other people. I don't want anybody to be, I don't want anybody to be able to see me, and I'm going to do this. And I just had the audacity to get started because I really wanted to be able to create a new stream of income where I wasn't relying just on myself, or I'm still relying on myself, but I didn't want to just rely solely on my vocal coaching business, but yeah, so those are some of the different testimonials, and let's see if I can show you guys one more. Like this person here had an 8K day in July of this year, started with DWA, and now she started creating her own offers and a course, and she's learned everything here inside of Digital Wealth Academy. So it's really a great program in my opinion. There's so much opportunity, and it's just about getting started. And if you're not ready to get started, I do have a free masterclass that dives even deeper into how to get started with earning income online, how to get started selling and creating your own digital products online. So you can definitely grab my masterclass in the description of this video, or even in the comment section of this video, to learn how to do that, because it is possible to do it without necessarily going the route of investing in this course. And I want to provide as much value and as much help to people who are on their digital journey or getting started on their digital journey as possible. So I plan to be going live pretty frequently and answering any questions that you guys have. This is the first one that I've done, so I'm really excited and just happy to answer any questions that anybody might have on your digital journey. So feel free to reach out to me on IG or even TikTok. I'm more active over on TikTok, but I do post like my highlights and things like that. I post my highlights on Instagram. I post my wins and things like that, and kind of like document it on my IG. So be sure to follow me over there. And I'm gonna go ahead and log off, but thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. And honestly, like, I feel like the most important thing, the most valuable thing that we all have is time. So if you spent any amount of time here on this live or on this video, if you're watching the replay, I just want to say thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate it. I hope that you learned something. I hope that it planted a seed in you to start thinking about, can I actually do this? Like, I can do this. There's so many regular people who get started with this, who earn income from scratch, like starting from zero, just the way that I did. Her Diamond 76, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. So there's so many people who get started just the way that I did, from scratch, and are able to start earning income. So thank you so much for hanging out, and I'm gonna end this broadcast here on YouTube. I'll see you on the next one. I do have a playlist on this channel of the product that I promote, Digital Wealth Academy. So be sure to check that out, and I'll